What's up? It's your boy, and we are back and we're black again with another video. This time, I came across an article by The Gamer Honkai Star Rail versus Genshin Impact. Which game is better? A story by Vanessa Esguera. I saw it this morning and I said, what? How can you compare a turn based game to an action game? Albeit it's from the same publisher developer. But I just wanted to dive deeper into this article to see if what she says is true and, just to figure out what's her side of the story. So there's undeniable buzz around Honkai Star Rail, obviously. But let's see, starting off with combat mechanics. What makes Genshin Impact's combat system so fun is its elemental reactions. I do agree with her there. One of the first things to draw me into Genshin Impact was its use of elements and elemental reactions. The fact that they have an ice element already, I was in there like swimwear, my guys. So, I totally agree with Miss Esguera on that front. Okay. Yep, you can bash your way out of many situations in Genshin Impact. It's almost impossible to survive off of physical damage alone. I agree with that. I agree. Next, Honkai Star Rail. There's no way Genshin Impact beats its successor in this category. Huh? Okay. Farming is frustrating when ascension materials are only available at certain days and resin is capped at 160 resin. I do agree with her there. How many times have I logged in on a Monday looking for Nahida mats, and to my surprise, every single time, because my smooth brain never remembers the schedule, there's no talents to be farming. There's no talents to farm for her, so I do get frustrated. I totally agree with her. And having resin, which is kind of like this game's stamina system as to what you can do. Yeah, capped at 160, that is a bummer as well. Yeah, characters and their weapons become harder because specific resources are confined to certain days. I 100% agree with her there. And they try to alleviate that by making Sunday the get anything you want day. But I mean, that's only one day out of the whole freaking week. All right, hold on. She says all of these problems are fixed in Honkai Star Rail, making farming the necessary calyxes available daily. If you're in the mood to level up whatever Lycone or character you have, you'll be given the liberty to do so whenever you want. And increase the cap to 180 Trailblaze power. Now, I half agree with you there, Miss Escuera. When I first started Honkai Star Rail, I said, oh my goodness, a cap of 180? You can farm whatever you want daily. Nothing is confined to a specific day. But when you get to Ascension 60, that's when things, oh my gosh. Trailblaze 3, Ascension 60, there's no escaping it, my guys. Farming and grinding is just as annoying as Genshin Impact once you hit those higher levels. So I half agree with her there. Watch, when you get to those higher levels, you're gonna learn today. You're gonna learn today. Exploration, Genshin Impact. If you love open world games, Genshin Impact's big world is a joy to explore. Sumeru has lush rainforests and endless dunes. Liyue has peaks to climb and stone forests to wander upon. That's facts. Another thing that drew me to Genshin Impact was its huge world. It's huge, vibrant world. So much to do. You can climb, you can glide, run, you can use a character to make ice bridges through the ocean. You can have a boat if you want to, just sailing the seas. Exploration is a chore. I mean, it's I say it's a chore because when you get to those higher levels, it's just, you know, you want to get everywhere as soon as possible. Like you want to waste no time. But no, exploration is a treat, not a chore. Not a chore. Let me not say all that now. It's all perspective. Game dialogue Honkai Star Rail, she says. Honkai Star Rail has never fallen flat in dialogue. It has the perfect blend of humor, snappiness, and character depth, which makes it easily win over Genshin Impact's dialogue. Now, I agree with her. The thing with Honkai Star Rail, they implemented this text message system, which, yo, it lets you learn more about each character, their personality. Some characters are quippy and adorable, using all these face emojis like Clara. And then you have the stoicness of Don Hong, who's just always quick to the point, or just he lets his silence speak volumes. Oh my gosh, it's the best. The cast in this game, they just blend and they bounce off of each other so perfectly. March 7th, she's that optimistic, bubbly character who also likes to eat, sort of like sort of like Paimon. So speaking of Paimon, shout out to Genshin Impact. See now with the dialogue, a lot of the fan base of Genshin Impact, they cannot stand Paimon. They think she's repetitive. She's just annoying. They typecast her as just emergency food. But I'm gonna go against the grain with y'all on this one. I love Paimon. She is kind of like the audience in the sense that she says what's on everyone's mind, and she just she's hilarious to me. She's absolutely adorable to me. I don't care. And I keep saying she, but Paimon is Paimon. The developers already said what Paimon actually is, so let's keep it moving, keep it schmoving. Storytelling and Honkai Star Rail. Going back, okay, hold on. Let's see what she says. Story quests and Honkai Star Rail don't drag, but they're memorable. Yeah, that's a shot at Genshin Impact's Paimon. Paimon, see now, I get people's frustrations. A character would be like, oh, so traveler, we need you to go to the underground to get such and such artifact. And then Paimon would be like, okay, traveler, so what they said is then you have to go to the underground and there's a specific artifact. And then someone else in the group will probably be like, well, where's this artifact that's in the underground? It's like so repetitive, and then Paimon just adds extra fluff on top of fluff, and I can see that, you know, that can grind many people's gears. But like I said, you know, I just have a soft spot for Paimon. Paimon is Paimon. Gotcha system. Oh boy. You probably won't feel a sense of loss in Honkai Star Rail. Not with the gacha being extremely generous. So we need to put an asterisk here. Extremely generous at first. It practically gives you a free 5-star character on its beginning banner within 50 warps. The standard banner guarantees you a 5-star character of choice after 300 warps. Now, here's the issue. At the beginning of the game, they give you so many avenues, so many ways of just getting Stellar Jade. Stellar Jade is used to get, what do you call, Star Rail passes. This game's version of wishing. Now, I've been playing this game for weeks now. I have like nothing to do. I was free to play up until last week, and yo, even now, the rate at which you get Stellar J's are a slog, my guys. After that, after this early 50 warp guarantee, yo, it's a slog getting these 5 stars or whatever light cones that you want. So, extremely generous at first. So, yeah, don't miss Escueta. Don't get it twisted. Everybody's in the honeymoon phase. I don't know. Maybe people are out of the honeymoon phase right now. But at first, this game is hella generous. Plenty of quests to do to earn those stellar jades. But you hit a wall. You get to a point already, which I assume a lot of Honkai Star Rail players are experiencing right now. Is there's already not much to do. There's not many achievements to like acquire to get these stellar jades. So we're all really relying on Simulated Universe and the Forgotten Hall to actually help us with these warps. So the gacha system is the gacha system. Every gacha game, from my experience, they're extremely generous at first, but then it turns into this drip feed mechanic where you're just waiting for that next drop. You're waiting for that next high, and you're just wondering why, what happened. Everything was so good in the beginning. Everything was so plentiful. But Honkai Star Rail, I mean, I am grateful, but it's still the same as Genshin Impact. Once you hit a certain threshold, that's when the grinding really begins. Okay, animation Honkai Star Rail. I will have order, lament. Now you shall perish. Our iconic lines. Yup. Zhongli, Rider Shogun, lament. Who's lament? Who's that? Zhao? Are iconic lines, and the burst animations that follow them are stunning. But they can't compete against Honkai Star Rail, whose animations are unique to each character. Even 4-star characters have visually appealing ultimate animations and iconic lines. Hmm. I guess this is totally subjective because on one hand, Genshin Impact is an action play. It's an action open world pseudo MMORPG. Whatever graphics they need to implement for a 3D game such as that magnitude, they can't really make everything like 4K HD, 60 FPS, super ray tracing, godlike, visual eye candy. Everything can be like amazing. I mean, actually, in this day and age, maybe because they're making boatloads of freaking money. I feel like Raiden Shogun, when she ulties, it's just pure orgasm, eye candy rush, bro. It's amazing. The 4-star characters have visually appealing ultimate animations and iconic lines. So with Honkai Star Rail, I feel like the animations aren't as good as Genshin Impact. I might be in the minority with this one. Like, you use your ulti in Honkai Star Rail, you get that big artistic like gif or whatever, that big artistic flash of the character's portrait, right? And then you get this beautiful cutscene of them popping off, and they have their iconic lines as well. However, that's only during battle. I feel like only during battle, Honkai Star Rail is visually stunning. However, when you are walking around these maps, especially Zhenzhou or Yarilo 6, Belobog, the backgrounds are kind of bland, to be honest. The graphical fidelity is like they focus on everything in the forefront, but the backgrounds are all like, I wouldn't say awful, but they're bland. But with Genshin Impact, you go wherever you want, and because of that, they have to make sure everything is popping, everything is looking gorgeous. So I think Genshin Impact still beats Honkai Star Rail. Sorry, Miss Esqueda. The verdict. Genshin Impact is a great gacha game, open world game, although Honkai Star Rail prevailed over the former based on these comparisons. You already know that these are still two very different games, which I agree with distinct experiences to offer. If your heart belongs to adventure and some button mashing, Genshin Impact is likelier to bring you more joy. If you find comfort and happiness in turn-based games, Honkai Star Rail is going to be the natural choice for you. Even if Honkai Star Rail excels in so much more than its predecessor, I wouldn't say all that now. Trying both out to see which story and gameplay appeals to you more will help you decide which game is better for you to invest your time on. Honkai Star Rail. See, now I love both games. Honkai Star Rail, I wouldn't say blows it out the park over Genshin Impact on every avenue, or the avenues that Miss Esqueda proposed. But yeah, really ultimately boils down to, do you enjoy turn-based games more, or do you enjoy open world action RPG games more? And mind you, Honkai Star Rail, which she failed to mention, Honkai Star Rail is single player only right now. Genshin Impact is co-op. So that's another thing. If you want to play an action RPG with friends or just random people and you need help beating up baddies, Genshin Impact totally craps on Honkai Star Rail. Well, Honkai Star Rail, you can add friends, and there's a support mechanic when you're doing certain domains, aka the calyxes. That is a neat mechanic, but it's not really multiplayer. So there's that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I may or may not upload some videos to go along with the dialogue. But if there is dialogue, if there is video with the dialogue, then you have been blessed, my guys. It's your boy Karmaboii, and I'll see you in the next one.